Number 7 on the worksheet, trying to find a point that is 1/3 of the distance from A to B. I'm going to show this on the graph first, and then show you how to do it without using the graph. Check our answers with using both results. We do want you to know how to do it without a graph for the test, in case you have some decimals you have to work with, but usually looking at it on the graph is easier for some students. So if I start at A, and I want to go over to where B is, to get 1/3 of the distance, I need 1/3 of the horizontal distance and 1/3 of the vertical distance. So if I start at A and go over to B, I can draw that line and I can count the number of boxes I'm going to have there. I have 9 units to get to 0 and then another 6, so that's going to be 15 units total. So the total distance is 15 units to the left, and so since I'm going to the left, I could put a negative on there as well. Vertically, I am then going to go down and so I'm going from 8 down to 0 and then down to -10. So that's going to be down 18 or -18. So to go from A to B, I have to translate 15 to the left and down -18. I want to find a point that's 1/3 of that distance. So I'm going to take my parts, -15 and -18. I'm going to multiply both of those by 1/3. So 1/3 of -15 is -5. 1/3 times -15 is 1 times -15 divided by 3. 1/3 of -18 is -6. And so if I want a point that is 1/3 of the way, I need to start at A and go 5 units to the left, and I need to go 6 units down. And so my point that it looks like I want is the point 4, 2. That's going to be 5 units to the left and 6 units down from 9, 8. I'm going to move these numbers down, but we're going to still be working with them, so I want you to see that they're the same thing. So now I'm going to do it without using the graph and just focusing on the numbers. The horizontal distance would be x2 minus x1, so -6 minus 9, which is -15. Then I would do 1/3 of -15 and get -5. For the vertical distance, I'm going to do y2 minus y1. -10 minus 8 is -18. Then I would do 1/3 of -18 and get -6. So I'm still getting the same values, but I'm doing it using x2 minus x1 and y2 minus y1. The y is coming from, or the y2 is coming from the B, the y1 is coming from the A, the x2 is coming from the B, the x1 is coming from the A. It's not necessarily A and B that matters, but it's the point that you're stopping at or going to. I'm going to B, so I'm going to start there. Then I'm going to take this number and I'm going to compare both of them to A. So I'm going to rewrite A down here. A is the point 9, 8. And I'm going to use these parts. I'm supposed to go 5 to the left of the x, so I'm going to subtract 5 from the 9. I'm supposed to go 6 down from the y, so I'm going to subtract 6 from the y. And so my new point is going to be 9 minus 5, which is 4, and 8 minus 6, which is 2. So 4, 2.